So it's Legends Night tonight at Staples Center, where the Kings played in their forum blue and gold, which is not the most attractive. But you know what is attractive? Jeff Carter getting his 300th NHL goal. Legends in the making. That is what you guys were seeing at Staples Center tonight, and it was beautiful. So I'm not even going to talk about the first period because it was super boring and nothing happened. I actually spent more time paying attention to whether the Ducks were going to lose in regulation or not. P.S. They didn't, but they did lose, so that's always a good thing, LA Kings fans. As it is about the time where we start looking at the standings, them losing in overtime means we are only 1 point behind them. It's not ideal, but it's better than them straight out winning. So, Washington Capitals, thank you for taking away that 1 point. We're going to need to take 2 from you on Wednesday. Anyway, game tonight. Nothing happened in the first period. Second period, there's a 4-on-4 that basically starts off all of the action because there was a hell of a lot more stacked at the end of the game. It's Mezzin. And I swear I knew the guy from the Canucks name who went in the box with him like 5 seconds ago. Already it's flown out of my head. Anyway, it was 4-on-4. It looked pretty good for the LA Kings until suddenly it wasn't, and the Canucks scored first. That just means that the Kings get to add some more to their statistics of how awesome they are when the other team scores first. It was a really weird goal, like quick, like he had his legs like here and then his arm, like there was just a little space in between his leg and his arm, and that's how the puck got in. It was super awkward. It was like a weird bounce, so whatever, they score. It's cool. Because we got it back pretty quickly, and I thought at the time it was Kopitar. It turns out it was Doughty, but from where you're looking over the thing, it was Doughty, and it was great. And it's basically, there's a scuffle at the net, and Miller is kind of out of the goal, and then somehow the puck ends up behind him and trickles in, and that's why I thought that Kopitar himself had actually got the goal. Because he was the one standing there and could have potentially whacked it in, but he didn't need to because Doughty put enough on the shot, I guess, the initial shot. And it trickles in, and the game is tied, and it's looking a lot more exciting. Really good stuff happening, because it really didn't take long after that. Actually, it did, because then I remember the Kings got like 17 or 18 shots on goal and like nothing happened. And then we thought the Canucks were going to score, but it's cool because I think we took another power play. Possibly. There were a lot of penalty kills tonight. Either way, Kopitar gets the next goal. I swear it really was Kopitar this time. Like, for reals. I thought it was in the first time. It wasn't. He actually did score the second one. He had a multi-point 9 as well. Drew Doughty, double D, double points. My brother said that. I'm totally going to steal it from him. So what you can see here, if you can see it all, it's really hard to actually get the video right on these replays, but it's basically Kopitar doing Kopistar kind of things. It's a great shot. The Kings are up 2-1, and then they go and take a bunch of penalties because, of course, we took more penalties than we needed to, and that is not me saying the refs gave us penalties we didn't deserve. We totally deserve them. We just shouldn't be taking that many penalties. One of them was an offensive zone penalty that I know Sutter's just, like, making his, brain bleed out of his ears looking at. But it was nice to see Scudsy back in action. He was making some great, really veteran kind of moves, just like little soft taps to get the puck out of and blocking it. Just really, really good stuff from Scudsy tonight. So we take some stupid penalties. McSmash took a major penalty in the third period. He took a minor penalty in the second for basically just being McSmash at this point. It's kind of what happened. And then in between his delay of game penalty, oh yeah, he had an interference and then he had a delay of game, which is like amateur hour and one of my least favorite penalties. With about 31 seconds left in that, the Canucks take a too many men in the ice penalty, which is the only penalty I think is more amateur than taking a delay of game penalty. So that's really stupid, Canucks, especially if you're going to be doing it while you're on the power play. So the Kings do some great things at the end of the second period on this power play. Carter almost makes it 3-1, except his sticks breaks as he's taking the shot, and it was going to be a gorgeous shot, you could tell. But it's okay, because we go into the third period, and Carter ends up getting his first of the nights, And it's just as gorgeous as the power play goal was going to be, because of course it's Carter, and of course it's beautiful. So this goal is just an absolute snipe over Miller's left shoulder. It's the kind of thing that makes you realize exactly why Jeff Carter has 300 goals in his NHL career. He's quick hands, beautiful release, just stunning goal. It's exactly what we wanted to see. And the Kings are up 3-1, and that makes it so much better for us. Especially because the Kings then went on to take another couple of stupid penalties. Drew Doughty took one, and you know that's never good, except we weren't really worried because by then Vinny Lecavalier had also had a sick breakaway and gotten the 4th goal of the game, which truthfully Miller probably should have had that one, and if you know, he stops that and it's still 3-1. The Canucks have a chance, but 4-1, not so much. They decide on Doughty's penalty, which he took with about 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd period, that they were going to pull Patrick Roy. We'll never understand why R-O-W is pronounced Roy, but that's the French Canadians for you. They decide to pull their goalie during the Doughty penalty with about 5.5 minutes to go, so they have a 6-on-4. It also means they have an empty net at the other end, and we have Jonathan Quick stopping all of the pucks down at the King zone. So it completely backfires, as pulling your goalie with 5 minutes to go is bound to do at some point when you're playing the way the Canucks have been playing today. So there's kind of a miscommunication down by the Canucks end, and Carter picks up the puck, and there's no way he's missing this shot, guys. It's just not going to happen. So he picks up his 2nd of the night. He gets his 300th goal, and still only gets 2nd star of the game because Anze Kopitar has a goal and 2 assists in this game. And it's exactly what you want to see from a team bouncing back from a loss to the Anaheim Ducks. You have all your top people in it on the scoreboard doing what they need to do. You have Doughty being Doughty, Quick being Quick. You see in Kopi and Carter and Vinny and all these great guys performing exactly the way you want them to. So may this be the start of a beautiful win streak. I'm not superstitious, so I don't believe I just jinxed that. The way they played tonight, it was a really good game. It was, I mean, again, apart from the first period, which was super boring, but the rest of it, that's exactly the type of play that we need to see going into essentially the last month of the regular season, guys. Hockey's almost over for a little bit, but it's okay. We still got a month in playoffs, and it's looking good from where I'm sitting.
Vancouver coming